It's week 9 of the NFL, and this defense features Micah Parsons.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season, always a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. And I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. Is a blast.
Now an opening past the 30. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Falcons led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
Going back and looking at last week's tape, just a little too up and down for my liking. It's hard to win consistently in the NFL, Mike, with your quarterback having good plays, good weeks, bad weeks. You want to just level all of that out. Maybe you lose some of the highs, but you prevent some of the lows. And when he was good, he was really good. But when he was bad, those are the back-breaking plays that really are hard to overcome if you want to win consistently in this league.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. They face second down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's complete to Moore on the right side. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Cousins to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There aren't many quarterbacks in this league who come under the microscope as often as this guy does. I mean, he isn't perfect by any means, but you can certainly do a lot worse than having him lined up as your guy leading your offense. He has the athleticism to bail himself out of bad situations, but also the arm talent to make every throw on the field. So as long as he protects the ball, that's been the biggest thing in his career. If he can do that, man, he's as good as they come in this league. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Now a screen set up for Elliott. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the give, it's Elliott. Whoa! And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
The toss here to Zeke. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now give to Zeke out of the gun. He is in. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. He's building a case for the MVP. He is the leader in the NFL in touchdown passes as we move into the back half of the season. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Zach Cunningham, the linebacker, on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. To throw is Cousins. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes
into space. And he will score. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Falcons are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cowboys offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run, and it's Elliott. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Again, here's Zeke. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Got a man, that's Tolbert. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He'll take this down to the 47. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stick with Elliott. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. A pass caught by the veteran. That's Brandon Cooks. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They'll run Zeke up the middle. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down. Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will level the score at 10 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. This fielded at about the 9. Yeah! And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Cousins now. And that ball's intercepted by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
Here's Elliott. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
It's just back-breaking here. If you're the defense, you feel like you're in a really good spot. It's 3rd and pass. You understand what the offense likely has to do to convert the first down. They just don't do a great job of covering the receivers. And at the same point, let's give a lot of credit. Nice job by the quarterback working through his progression, getting to the right choice, and it pays off for a touchdown.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. His kick is good. And the Cowboys go up by 7. It is now 17-10.
Falcons 10.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Cousins. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 17-10 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Here's a third down and 4. Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 35 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Whose kick is good. And the Falcons are able to cut it to 4. 17-13.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals, but in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Cavante Turpin on the return. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. The Cowboys offense and veteran Ezekiel Elliott making their way back out. He is the NFL leader in rushing to this point in the season, so he's hoping to put together a solid second half to try to take home the title. Here's 1st and 10. Going to start this on the ground with Elliott. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. And he'll weave his way down close to that 1st down. Gonna come up just a little shy. It's gonna be 3rd down and short. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Hand off here to Zeke. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Prescott on 1st down. There's Ferguson, the tight end. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 3rd and 6. Here's Davis. And he did not want to go down. Good running. Manages to gain 5.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with the points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to have a Cowboys 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
They'll run former K-State product Deuce Vaughn. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line.
Man, how nice is it to have a guy like this? He's your backup running back, but he's kind of a change of pace. He's got that home run ability, and he showed it there. That was a heck of a run.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. It's probably a touchdown.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Vaughn. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed, and he's tracked down behind the line.
You have to appreciate the effort. The guy's given everything he has to try to make something out of nothing, but understand sometimes you just have to live to survive another down and not take a big loss.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, Mike. We say we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. The Cowboys add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The next drive about to get going as we check out what's coming up a little later here in Week 9. Tonight, Sunday Night Football. It'll be the Jaguars and Eagles coming up at 8:20 Eastern Time in Philadelphia. And then tomorrow night, Election Night Eve, Monday Night Football has the Bucs and Chiefs. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55 at 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 in KC. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll get that to Kadero High. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Left side in the hands of London. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Now Cousins. That one on target to Moore. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Here's a designed run. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
Now Cousins on the bootleg. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Charlie Werner. Touchdown Atlanta. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. This is Davis. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. Go play action. It's Prescott. That's down the field for Lamb. And he will go all the way. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. That one taken in by London.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They go play action with Cousins. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And now again he loses the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now a second down throw for Cousins. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. Now it's going to be third down.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
To return, it is Turpin. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Prescott again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, Prescott to the left side, caught by Lamb. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a first down. Again, Prescott to the air. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They'll throw again. Dak. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
McLeod now to return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we reach halftime, and the visiting Cowboys are in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. Allen Robinson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Gardner Minshew has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. The Bills still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Vaughn. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Prescott now. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Running is Vaughn. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Davis. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. This pass right side taken in by Cooks. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the 2nd half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown Cowboys. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And he is in the midst of a sensational season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Into space at the 45.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. It was Marshawn Nealon there to stop it. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And as we look back at some of the highlights of this one, Greg, definitely a lot to show from the passing game.
Yeah, and as good as the offense feels about their passing game, I think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got a lot of learning to do because you just get burned time and time again. You'd think at some point you'd make an adjustment and make a correction. So at this point, they've given up 4 touchdown passes. You're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL giving up that production in one phase of the game.
A carry here for Vaughn. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Tackle made by Nate Landman. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them. Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Davis. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's across midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
We've watched CeeDee Lamb become undeniably one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike. I mean, just last season alone, led the league in receptions with 135, while totaling over 1,700 yards for the year. I mean, when the Cowboys need a big play, they're looking for number 88.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Vaughn. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Cowboys.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now Davis. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
Here's a toss, right side. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold him to a gain of 2. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Dak. It is brought in the end zone. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Aubrey now for the extra point. He's got it. The Cowboys are able to extend the lead.
Cowboys 48, Falcons 20. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Cousins. He'll check this down to the running back. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the Cowboys have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
The Cowboys offense and their running back Deuce Vaughn headed back onto the field. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. He'll try the right side this time. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Rook Orororo there on the tackle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Play action now. Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, That's when disaster strikes.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw is Prescott. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's going to be taken down.
And this offense just continues to roll now, and defensively, they need to stop. They cannot let this lead get any larger. They've got to hold them to 3 if they're going to have any chance of finding themselves back in this game.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. On play action, here's Dak. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Let's go back through their earlier possessions, and a lot of them, Greg, have ended with the defense going the other way.
And there's no greater indicator in the NFL of success in terms of wins and losses than the turnover battle. And we've seen so many statistics and charts. We can go on and on. The simplest way to say, if you protect the ball, your chance of winning goes up. If you don't protect the ball, your chance of winning goes down. So here they have 3 interceptions, losing fumbles. It's really been a meltdown by multiple guys all across this offense.
On 1st down, Cousins. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
A first down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
The offense goes from feeling really previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Cousins now. To the right. That's Pitts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
In motion, Lamb. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Second down, Prescott. There's that man again, another catch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion moves him over 400 yards passing for the game. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now a handoff, running right. Up the sideline to the 40. And he's going to be taken down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're first and 10, up at the 42. On the ground, it's Vaughn. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Back to him on first down. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That throw just seemed the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
They'll go with a counter on first down. He'll fight forward for a short pickup to the 16. On second down, it's Dak. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. He has been a thorn in the side of the defense all game. That last catch puts him over 200 receiving yards in this one. A run on first and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Now Aubrey for the extra point. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. Backed up because of the penalty, but no matter. The extra point is good.
Cowboys 55, Falcons 20. Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing now, Cousins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with him.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Cousins. He'll get this to McLeod. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Now, Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's into the end zone. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Here's Coop for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons will get just a bit closer. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense And their running back set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. Now, the give to Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off, but not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll run here with Vaughn. And he's going to be a little short of the first down there. He's up to the 45-yard line. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Prescott. That is caught. Hooks gets the grab.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
Running is Vaughn. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Carry here for Vaughn. Can't fault the effort. He got hit for a couple of tackles, but ultimately the defense gets him for a loss of yardage.
This ball carrier just didn't want to go down. And this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting. But finally, when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. He'll get this one complete to Schoonmaker. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Now, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he's trying to turn the corner, but will not do it. Brought down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. He's to the 10. The speed on display. He's in. Deuce Vaughn. Touchdown, Dallas. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys stretch things out even further.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense and CeeDee Lamb set to take over once more. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early. Boy, did that pay great dividends to this point. Now Vaughn. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll turn and hand this one off. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. So it's a win here for the visiting Cowboys. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.